Guys, welcome back to Construct Your Life. This is Austin Linney here. Patience is not, somebody told me one day that they thought the only reason why I was on this earth before my time is done is to learn patience. And they said it might be a lifelong journey. I have gotten better with this over time, but patience is something that a lot of people don't have. And it's not that they even lack patience, is they lack clarity on what they're doing, right? Patience is nothing more than a lack of vision to the ultimate outcome that you're seeking. If you've got a 50-year business plan, you've got a 50-year vision on your life, well, then it's really easy to be patient because you're thinking long term. And if you're very clear on exactly what it is that you want, it's easy to be patient because you know where you're going. So then the question is it really patience? Or is it a lack of vision, a lack of clarity on why you're doing the thing that you're doing? Look, people feel and act a certain way emotionally when they don't know where they're going. And when you don't know where you're going, you do short-term decisions based on having no long-term clarity. So really, at the end of the day, it maybe not be patience. It might be just be lack of clarity. Patience is a word that's easy to label because we're aware of what that is. But what is clarity of vision? What is understanding exactly where you're going? What is not having FOMO? Missing a business conference because you want to be with your family, missing a business conference because it's a waste of energy. You know, a lot of people want to be at all the events because they feel like they need all the events. I know this because that's what I was when I got started. I would network with anybody, be with anybody. Now I'm a little more calculated. What's the outcome that I'm seeking? Does this align with the vision that I've got? And is this part of what's going to get me to the next step? Nobody's comfortable laying out a plan that's going to take 2, 3, 5, 10 years. They don't want to do that. Good things take time. Great things take even more time. And so I'm rebuilding the vision for my life because we've had a lot of things change in the last couple of years. And it's going to be 6 months to a year for me to get crystal clear. Can you imagine? 6 months to a year for me to build out the new vision. I'm talking about what coaches I want, where I'm going to live, what I'm going to drive, what I'm going to focus on, what skills I'm going to get. 6 months to a year. And I'm not rushing the process. I'm tweaking. And in that way, I'm set up for the next 10 years, the next 20 years, because I know exactly where I'm going. If you're competing against me in business and you haven't even spent 6 months to a year to a week on your plan, you think you're going to be successful against me? No. And it's not a competition. But I've realized that greatness takes 30, 40 years. So why wouldn't I take 6 months to a year out of my life to plan for the 40 years of greatness we're about to accomplish? Why wouldn't I take the time necessary and the space necessary to have a clear thought instead of acting on the emotion and writing some short-term thing down? I spend most of my life being reactionary because of my impatience. Now I'm using my patience to become reactionary and allow it to dictate the actions 20, 30, 40 years from now by giving it the space necessary. So maybe you don't have a lack of patience. Maybe you have a lack of clarity. I hope I've got some value from this, and we'll see you next time. Guys, let me take a minute to tell you about my buddies over at Lead Hub, Ben and Aaron, the best humans I know. Not only are they amazing at marketing for trade companies, but Ben started his HVAC company in his garage, sold it for multi-million dollars. So when this guy talks, I listen. When we took over Dietz Mechanical, we had 22 reviews in 22 years. In 7 short months, we went from 22 reviews to 107. We went from a 4.2 to a 4.7. We tripled our Facebook presence and we tripled our calls. If you're an HVAC, plumbing, electric, landscaping company, and you're looking for a no BS approach to marketing, you're looking for people who have done it before, you got to go to leadhub.net